actually Tony's first ever time at Comic Booth, so give it up for Tony! Lovely stuff, and let's keep that applause down for your second act. Are you ready for Riggs? Are you ready, Ben? Let's go! Please welcome to the stage, Riggs! How you guys doing? Oh man, give it up for Dan Jones, what a guy! Oh man, it's nice to be here at Komedia. What I love about Komedia is they go all out for Halloween. Look at this! Not one, but two terrifying cobwebs on stage, dude. I got arachnophobia. I wasn't expecting this level of anxiety straight away as soon as I come on the stage. And they saved a lot of money here as well, you can tell, because it looks like they've just paid for two. But because of these TVs they put around the room, that's 14 spiderwebs for the price of two. That's pretty good going, man. So, some of the decorations made me feel a little bit uneasy, though, I'll be honest. Like, if you go to the toilets out there, they put a caution sign just over the men's toilets. And I'm not sure about it. Like, if they put it over the ladies' toilets, that's a Halloween decoration, do you know what I mean? But over the men's toilets, something horrendous might have happened in there, do you know what I mean? You just don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, it's very nice to be here. My name's Riggs. I'm aware that I dress like a 10-year-old boy. Yeah, a 10-year-old boy that's pissed himself at school. And then they've just given him whatever was left in lost property. So, just take that. Before I start, we got any Susans in? We got any Susans in? Man, that's disappointing, do you know what I mean? Like, people have been telling me I need to be more relatable with stand-up, so I was like, you know, I'll go around the country, locate the Susans, you know what I mean? I love a Susan, man. I fucking love a Susan. All of my mums are Susans. Every single one of my mums is called Susan. It's mad, mate. It's mad. Like my birth mum, you might have seen her. She's from London. Big old spacious womb. Honestly, I lived there for 9 months. The cheapest short-haul tenancy I ever had. It was good. What I'm trying to say is she's called Susan, right? And then my stepmum also has a womb I've never visited. But I'm gonna blow your mind right now. She's also called Susan. What I'm trying to say is my dad fucking loves a Susan. You know what I mean? You know, at least for a bit. Cut my dad, he bleeds Susans, that's what I like to say. He goes to the bar, Susan's already there, that's new Susan, that's what we call her. And she's like, my name's Susan, and I work at, and he'd be like, I'll stop you there. You had me at Susan. Cool, man. I'm an ex-northerner. I moved down to Brighton 15 years ago, started drinking decaf tea, and now I'm like, fuck the north. Do you know what I mean? Fuck them, man. I've started doing loads of mad southern shit that all you guys do, like I've started to have feelings and anxieties and that. Oh, I never felt so alive, do you know what I mean? I had an anxiety attack and I was finally like, I belonged in the south, you know what I mean? I've made it here, you know? Man, I've never had an anxiety attack before. I don't know how you guys handle it, man. Like, I thought I was having a heart attack, so I phoned a non-emergency number. Do you know how little your self-esteem has got to be? That you don't think your own death is an emergency. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm really sorry to bother you and that, but I think I'm dying of a heart attack. And she said, well, maybe get a taxi to the hospital then. And this is the point where I realised I was still probably quite northern. Because I was like, taxi. That's going to be like 15 quid that I walked to the hospital. I smoked 2 fags during my heart attack, do you know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous, man. Oh. The north isn't all bad. Like, the worst bit about having kids, I've not got a lot of time, we're just going to have to go straight in. There's loads of good bits, but the worst bit about having kids is going to school plays. So do you not agree with that? They just can't act, can they? And it sounds mean to say, but they're not trained. Do you know what I mean? They're not trained. I think it's a discredit to actual actors to be like, these kids can just do it fine. They can't. They can't. But my daughter was in The Lion King, right? But the best thing about the play, right, was Mufasa was northern. Mufasa was northern, dude. He was just like, one day, son, all of this will be yours. He was like, what about that dark place over there? And he was like, don't ever go there, mate. That is Middlesbrough, that. Yeah, cool. We got some northern hatred down the front. That's what I like. I moved in with a guy, he's got an Alexa. I've never had an Alexa before, so as a joke I said, Alexa, read Mein Kampf. And it said, resuming Mein Kampf. I wasn't a smart kid growing up, man, you know, from Yorkshire and that, but when I was growing up, I honestly thought this for years. I thought that everyone was saying adult Hitler. I thought that everyone was saying adult Hitler. I didn't think it was his name. I thought they were saying adult Hitler. It made a lot of sense to me as a kid. That is the worst period of Hitler. You know what I mean? People are always like, if I had a time machine, I'd go back and kill baby Hitler, but I'm like, baby Hitler's done nothing wrong. Leave baby Hitler alone. Baby Hitler's got dreams. Baby Hitler wants to be an artist. You might get there. You won't, but you might. You know what I mean? If you want to kill babies so much, don't go to the effort of inventing time travel. Plenty of babies here. I like you guys are nice. I quit drinking, I'm 50 days sober today. Yeah, man, that's cool. Yeah. It's nice to have a room full of people who haven't realised they're alcoholics yet, cheering someone who has. But it's cool, man. The reason I know it's 50 days is I got an app on my phone which tells me, but I found out you can put any addiction you want into the app. Like, I've been clean off heroin for 34 years. I've not touched a single drop of heroin for 34 years, and I'm proud of myself, man. I'm 36 years old. First 2 years of my life were real tough on me, man. I was born with a silver spoon in my hand. Hey, that's all right, clap it up, that's nice, has anyone ever Googled how many paracetamol it takes to kill yourself? Let me rephrase that question. Has anyone ever tried open mic stand-up comedy? Nah, I'm only joking. On Google it says you've got to take between 30 and 80 paracetamol to kill yourself. That's wild, isn't it? Between 30 and 80. What's the point in that top number? Why isn't it 30 or more? What happens if you take 81? Oh, fucking hell. That's cool, man. Nice. I don't like horses very much. You should know that, in case it comes up later and it becomes awkward, like, you know. I never trusted a horse. I think horses are too powerful, they're too strong. You know, I said this to an audience recently, I was name me another animal that's all muscle. They said a shark. And I said, you're not making me feel any better about horses. You know what I mean? In my opinion, sharks are the horses of the sea. And then I remembered the existence of seahorses. Which, let's be honest, are the true horses of the sea. I just don't like horses. I feel like if I had a horse, I would be the horse in that situation. You'd be like, we're just going to ride you now. Like, this dynamic has got to change. Sometimes when I watch a film like Braveheart, I imagine it's the horses that have got a problem with each other, and the people on the back are just like an afterthought. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know who this guy is, but I fucking hate the hell of the horse. Do you know what I mean? Just... And then I was like, they should make a film about that. And then I remembered the existence of the film War Horse. It's one of the most self-explanatory films of all time, War Horse. It's about a horse that's at war. There's a book of War Horse, did you know that? Yeah, chapter 4, the horse is at war, mate. That horse has seen so much war. It's a fucking war horse. And you can understand why the writers go on strike sometimes, can't you? Because their job is hard. You know what I mean? They've looked at the premise of that and they've gone, fuck, what should we call this film? What should we call it? Don't like horses. I'm jealous of horses, right? I'm jealous of horses, right? Because when a horse is born, it just fucking trots out of the womb. There's a fully formed horse. It's a ready-to-go horse. It's a boil-in-a-bag horse, you know what I mean? But when we're born, it's completely different for us. We just have to like live off tits for like 3 years, and everyone knows that, but it is mad to say out loud. You know what I mean? It's like we just live off tits for 3 years. That's your mum's tits. You know what I mean? It's fucking oh yeah, Jesus. But it's the reason why I think. Do you know centaurs? Centaurs are the least likely of all mythical creatures, aren't they? Because whenever you see a centaur in a film like Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe or another one, I don't know, but like they've all like beaten the odds and made it to full adulthood. But in reality, if that centaur was only 1 year old, the back half of it's a fully formed horse. But the front half is barely even a toddler. Do you know what I mean? So this thing's just crawling around on the forest floor, just being sick on itself, refusing to go to bed on time. I just don't think any of them would have survived. If you are offended by any of this centaur material, don't worry, I am a Sagittarius, so... Hey, you guys have been lovely, man. My name's Riggs. I'll give you back Dan Jones now. Thank you very much.